Wednesday.
Well, people say they don't like the negative political ads, so why do those ads seem to work?
Etiquette expert Corinne Gregory answers that, and she gives us her take on the dentist who pulled out all of her ex-boyfriend's teeth.
Welcome back to your Wednesday here on Q13 Fox News this morning. Did you guys hear about the dentist in Poland who pulled all of her ex's teeth out after he broke up with her?
Sounds like the beginning of a joke. That actually did happen. Plus, it is election season, so get ready to be flooded once again with negative political ads. Corinne Gregory is the author of It's Not Who You Know, It's How You Treat Them, and she's the founder of SocialSmarts.com, joining us now with her take on these stories. Thank you so much for being here.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, good to have you here, Corinne. You know what? We talk about these political ads, and every year or every political season, people say they don't want to see them. It turns them off. It turns their stomach. It's too nasty. But here they come again. And Republicans, they throw a ton of money at these ads, especially like Mitt Romney with all of the money in these ads, and you're going to see it with Obama, too, coming up in the presidential election. Why do they work?
You know, we have this gladiator mentality. I mean, if you even think about reality shows, let's get out of the political world, but about reality shows, we're always looking for the dirt. Let's dig for the dirt, let's dig for the bad moments. And, you know, and this is no different. The character assassination that goes on in the political ads is just a lot more of the same. They're just, we gravitate to that because if we don't agree with somebody, we like seeing them fall. And it's not civil, but it's reality, and it's very unfortunate.
Does it create more of an emotional response? Is it easier to appeal to someone emotionally if you're being negative versus being positive? I mean, people have the same criticism. There was a website a while ago that did nothing but positive news, and it was sunshine and butterflies, and people didn't enjoy reading it for some reason, which is crazy. Is it the same kind of a thing? It's
a lot of the same thing. The unfortunate thing is what I think we don't realize is that while we think of the negative campaign ads disrespecting the other candidates, what we don't realize is it's also disrespectful to us. It's basically saying that we aren't smart enough to make up our own minds without somebody having to dig under the rock and pull up all the ugly stuff. And I find that very, very discouraging, and especially like you pointed out, we seem to gravitate toward that negative. What does that say about us? Maybe we're getting the government we deserve.
Yeah, but also too, when you look at this, what does it say about the people? But when you later on down the road, do you have that kind of trust in our politicians because they've been slinging so much mud back and forth?
I think the better question is, never mind into politics, but do we trust our politicians at all anymore, given what's gone on? So I don't think that they become less trustworthy because of what we see, but we all know they've got stuff that's going on behind the scenes. It's just unfortunate that we always have to dig this up.
Well, like Casey said, though, what about these ads that come out there with all sunshine and butterflies? But what if the political season was just dotted with those type of ads?
You know, honestly, I think it would be refreshing, but there's an interesting comment in marketing, and I think that they could really use this in marketing. It's the idea behind marketing is you never point out your competitors' weaknesses, but you point out your strengths in the competitors' weaknesses. So you could actually turn it in a way where it's truthful and it's honest, but it really points out the strength for one particular candidate, not necessarily, well, I must be better because I haven't done this. So I think there's definitely a way to do it, and I would challenge them.
Take the high road.
Sure, why not? And just for once, just say, you know what? I'm not going to participate in this garbage. I'm just not. I would love that.
Well, speaking of not taking the high road, we've all experienced a rough breakup, you know, and I'm sure a lot of us think of all the things we could do to get back at them.
Some are more crazier than others.
This one is just, I have a hard time believing this on so many fronts. Let's just set it up. So there was a dentist in Poland who pulled out all of her ex-boyfriend's teeth. So after they broke up, he went to her and said, I have a tooth that needs some taking care of. So while he was under, she took all of them out. What happened? I don't understand.
Oh man, there's so many things wrong with this. I mean, first of all, the obvious lack of judgment here. You know, why would you, in that particular situation, go back to an ex when things have not been pleasant and say, oh, by the way, would you please, you know, do some surgery on me? You know, last thing that would occur to me, free or not, or whatever happened, I don't know. But then the whole, you know, the idea of, there are people that are cheering her on, saying, good for you, girl, good thing you did this, but would you like to have that, would you be happy if somebody did that to her?
But is revenge ever okay? Is it ever okay? And are there any ways to take out your rage in another form.
You know, trying to get even really, actually, revenge hurts not only the person on whom you're inflicting that revenge, but also on you. It's a very, very negative thing, and it's really very extreme anger. There's nothing positive that comes of that. You know, is she going to feel better because she did this? Well, maybe for a short nanosecond. But the other thing is, you know, if you look at the professional aspects of it too, what would get, I mean, there's no point in this. Nothing positive came out of this.
Yeah, it probably didn't do wonders for her business.
No, no, not at all. And, you know, and the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, you know, again, like I said, poor judgment. But the whole idea is, why would you purposely inflict that kind of pain and agony on somebody?
And he went there, and he went back to it, and he said, okay, you can do it, even after breaking up with her.
Well, he should have thought that one through a little bit more, I think. You know, under the heading of what's the worst thing that could happen?
Oh, yeah.
You know, at least it was only his teeth.
Oh, God. I see what you mean.
Sort of a Lorena Bobbitt moment? No.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, why would you let somebody knock you out?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really a bad thing. But I think we really need to look at this and say, you know, people don't treat others in a way that you wouldn't want yourself treated.
And that's always a good rule of thumb, always to take the high ground like that.
Yep.
And to keep thinking about that whenever you have something in mind, but also think first too. Think ahead, because some of these are impulsive type of reactions. I guess that's kind of impulsive. I'm going to take not one out, but all of them.
That's right. Really awful.
Yeah.
No, I think we really need to go back to, I mean, it sounds sort of Pollyanna-ish to say treat others the way you want to be treated, but you'll find that things are not only better for other people, but for you as well if you actually go that way.
All right. Doreen Gregory, thanks so much for stopping by, as always, giving us some great etiquette advice. More on info on what Corinne does, check out socialsmarts.com.
And let's check in with MJ. Nobody should be taking out revenge against MJ.